There was another good fight right before John Jones and Stipe.
Oh, speaking
Michael
of
Chandler and Charles Oliveira. It was an interesting fight because I feel like through the first 4 rounds, Oliveira had complete control. He was taking him down with ease.
Yeah.
He was boxing him really well. And then all of a sudden, in the 5th round, here comes Michael Chandler, almost knocks him out.
Yeah.
And then he's literally picking him up on his back, slamming him backwards.
Like looking at
what?
Donald Trump and just slamming
He did it not once, twice.
Yeah,
like I've been waiting for somebody to do that forever, and
I believe he's done that before in another fight. I can't recall which one, but I'm almost positive he did the same thing because he was like doing this, boom, and that was a weird fight because there was spurts of so much exciting action, and then it would be, Oliveira's on his back and dominating. Oh my God, he's escaping. Like it was almost like Chandler's survival was what was making the fight so exciting. Like he was, like you heard Joe Rogan probably say 10 times in that fight, "It's done. He's over. He's under the chin. He's under the chin." And then somehow Chandler,
his neck is so small. He had a hard time getting under his chin.
And there's no quitting him, which is very commendable. And you could kind of say the same thing about no quit with Conor McGregor because he keeps begging for that fight. It's like, dude, it's probably over. Stop. but I guess it goes both ways. You're not going to quit in the fight, and you're not going to quit on getting the fight.
It just like afterwards, after a loss, it kind of just looked like really?
Yeah, I mean,
really.
I mean, maybe Conor will want to fight him more now. He looked beatable in there, right? But I don't knock him. That's a huge payday. And Chandler, I know he wants to be champion, and he has all the talents too, but he is an entertainer.
Yeah.
Just like how Justin Gaethje says, I don't come in here for wins and losses. I come here to entertain. And I think that's very similar with Chandler. You know, obviously he wants to be champion, but as long as he's got those asses out of the seat and they're screaming and he's doing backflips off.
I mean, dude, who wouldn't want to pay to see him at that point? I mean, that was awesome.
And that's what the sport's all about. I mean, it's you want to win, but you want to have fun, and he's definitely having fun in there. And a Conor fight still makes sense. I mean, I don't think Conor wants to do it.
I don't know,
but
it's a whole different
it would
conversation.
be but it would be fun. We already had this conversation.
God, we've talked about it before. You honestly let us down with that. We thought we were going to get our fight prediction there. But the thing is, like, I felt like Chandler, like, with Oliveira's reach the whole fight, I felt like Chandler was really struggling. He wasn't able to rush him like I thought he was going to. And then his punches were kind of wild. Like, it seemed like the whole fight he was just going for the knockout. Like, he threw with ridiculous power. Like,
he was loading up on his shots a lot differently than the other fight that they had. And the thing that shocked me the most was the ability Oliveira had to take him down at will. And I think, like you're saying, the big loading up is a big reason, because if you see him loading up that overhand,
he can just,
all his weight's there to be taken down. So he was kind of letting himself get taken down, and we don't see that a lot. They were kind of saying that in the commentary. Chandler's not used to being the one getting taken down, and Oliveira just looked like on point, on his A game there, and who knows what happens next.
And the fact that he still held on and was still like in the clinch when he flinged him back. He didn't flinch at all. Like, I don't know how he did that.
Yeah, I mean, just to be honest, that's not the smartest move to do. Sure, it's entertaining, but Oliveira is a very seasoned jiu-jitsu practitioner, and his style of jiu-jitsu, that's called a backpack, and he's been there thousands of times, I assure you. And he knows, I mean, everybody at the bar, when they see someone on their back, just fall over, just slam him on his head. It's like he's training to curl and not get his head slammed on the back. So while it's fun and it looks cool, you know, when that's happening, I'm almost like, he's just trying to make the fans look, you know, it was a last-ditch effort. He knew there was probably nothing going to happen from it. That's why he was kind of laughing. And here's a hot take, and as a gambler, if I had submission, bet on that, Chandler tapped at the end of that. I'm not sure if nobody's talking about this. If you look at the last 3 seconds, he's doing this, and he's like telling Oliveira, good job, but this is you tapping, and he's punching him in the face. He's telling him to stop. He literally is like, good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. And then Oliveira punches him in the face. And he's like, oh, good job. Dude, you're tapping. I didn't have a submission prop bet there, so I'm not biased. That was a tap. And I promise you that there's other people that have that submission bet that is very upset. That was a tap, in my opinion.
Just by the rule book itself.
Yeah, but I mean, also, he's punching him in the face. He's doing this, and he tells him, buddy, like, I'm done. There's 3 seconds left. He tapped. That's a submission, in my opinion.
So Oliveira should have gotten another finish.
He should have. He should have. That's a hot take, but I think it's a correct.
Hey, we're on the Take podcast, so we welcome hot takes here. But yeah, I honestly didn't even notice that.
Yeah, no, go back and watch it because, again, I promise you, I'm not being biased. I do not have a submission bet. But he started doing this, saying, good job, tapping on him, and then he punches him in the face, and then he taps on him again. He's like, hey, stop. You won the fight. I go back and watch it.
Oh, man. That was nuts, though.
Yeah. That was. I mean, it was a slow night of fights. That last round really set the table for a fun main event.
Yes.
That was cool. They definitely had that.
I thought Chandler was going to get him there. He was hammer fisting the crud out
to
of
the
him.
back of the head, mind you. But yes, I thought let him up, and the commentary was saying it too. He had him where he wanted him, and I think the big mistake was kind of letting Oliveira go to that guard and get that TP position on there. He should have hammer fisted him like he was, landing those big elbows, and then just disengaged because he was on skates, and who knows what would have happened. But hindsight's 2020.
So one more question about this fight before we move on. Charles Oliveira, does he get another title shot with Islam? What's the plan moving forward?
He looked great. I know he was coming off a controversial loss to Tzirkian, but why not? I mean, there's that. This lightweight division is just constantly just the same 5 people, it seems like.
It seems like it's like the places are just switching.
Yeah. It's always the same people just switching like that. And I think he could do it. I mean, especially, he's not going to out-wrestle Islam, obviously, but now he's going to switch his levels, kind of like the John Jones. He has stuff to threaten him with, a little bit more than last time. It seems like he's as sharp as he's ever been. So give him that. There's no one really else that I can think of off the top of my head right now. He deserves it. He's been active. He's been fighting the toughest of the toughest, and he's passing the test every time. The Tzirkian fight, I believe, was a split decision. It was a close fight, so it's not like he got blown out. So
Tzirkian's still good, so like that was a tough fight.
Yeah. And
I wasn't really upset with that.
Yeah, he's one of those guys in the top 5 that are just breaking in there, and let's give him one more shot, and then if not, then
why not?
He'll be like a top 5 guy.
That'll be the 3rd time. So like.
No, I think they've only fought once.
Was it? Oh no, it was once. You're right.
Yeah, no, because it's funny you say that. I thought the same thing last night, and I went to go research it.
I thought they fought twice.
Yeah, I thought so too. No, but it was only one time. Yeah.
I mean, give him another crack because he was supposed to get another crack at it, and then he got hurt. That's what I'm probably thinking. Because he got that cut in training.
Yeah, it was weird. I thought the same thing too, and I looked at it last night in the group chat. All the guys were like, "No, they only fought once." I was like, "Oh damn!" I thought it was.
I was like, "Oh man." I mean, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully he gets another shot. I would like to see the Bronx get another shot.
Yeah, it's always fun to see him fight.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Red way paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put